is this in
Those
Washington?
three range.
Is the,
You're ready to be out there, snow on the ground, and then
This is why
no shoes, no
I don't have
nothing,
the
running
service.
around
I was gonna
outside.
say, usually I saw service over there. I know.
Yeah,
My eyes
I
have
know.
been better.
One day Jesse's done
Welcome to the
that.
club. Yeah, I know.
good thing?
I did the exact same thing. I went from the small service, then went to the big one. Now I got the pictures. You know, that'd be next, but
You beat on the door line, that's when.
yeah, my kids come on.
Usually I just have them.
You got that big enough? Wait till you get mine. You'll need it that big.
So,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I moved.
It works.
Oh. I'm like, you're talking.
Dear Father, we just praise your name, Lord, for a great 24 year and look forward to a even better 2025 year, Lord, here in town of Downville. Just ask you to guide this board in our decisions and keep everyone healthy and safe during this winter, cold and snow time, and especially the students, Lord. And we just ask you to be with the town of Downville and everything we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, I mean, yeah. We don't call. Tom Roberts.
Yeah.
Adam Jones.
Yes.
Bill Walters.
Yes.
Randy Hurley.
Yes.
Steve Roden. Okay, now you guys need to elect your officers, so I guess I'll open the floor for you guys to elect, let's see, your nominations for president.
I'll nominate Bill.
I'll second it. Okay.
Any other nominations?
Floor is closed. Vote.
All in favor?
Can we do an all in favor? Or do we have to do it individually for all?
No, you can do it all in favor because there's only one nomination, so.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
And then you get to be vice president.
I'll open up nominations for vice president.
I nominate Adam Jones.
I'll second that. Closing nominations. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the December council meeting minutes. Everybody had a chance to read them? There you
There's
go.
2 sets there.
There's two, wait a minute, yeah, I just seen the second as I pulled that one out. We've got the special meeting in December 30th, after the December 10th meeting. We can do these together, can we not? I didn't.
Was everybody here?
No, I was at one, but not at the other.
Okay, we gotta separate them. Let's do the December 10th meeting first of 2024.
Make a motion to approve. Does that make sense?
First and second, all in favor, say aye.
Wait, who seconded it?
Adam,
No, Adam, we didn't hear.
That's when you weren't here.
all in favor, say aye. Aye.
I
Opposed?
abstain.
One abstain. Okay, we've got the minutes of December 30th, special meeting at 5:30.
Make a motion to approve those minutes.
I second that.
First and a second. Any changes or discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Tom, you want to hit the regional wastewater?
I remember, let me go back and see if I got it for you.
Okay. Yeah, we
Yes.
got that in there, we can go to that. Hang on. I kept that.
Oh, yeah, you do need to assign boards.
Planning and zoning, we had one opening. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, in our meeting, right before this meeting, we suggested and are bringing to the board that we should include Amy Spradlin as the new member.
She was approved now.
She was approved, yeah.
So we need to,
Make a motion.
we need to approve her in this meeting.
I'll make that motion.
You got first,
I second it.
first and second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? She's approved. The only thing, BZA, we had one opening that came up there, Mike Waitman. Did anybody talk to Mike as far as renewing?
And you also have Amy Morgan also. She will continue though. She said she would continue. She's December.
Oh, yeah, the one's the 23rd.
Yeah,
I didn't
one
pick that, I
you guys-
picked the 23rd. up.
Mike just kept going,
Yeah, I
so
didn't pick the 24th up. So do we reappoint as is on those two, and unless they change different, because Mike's been to every one, I mean, when he comes, he's never done it.
That's what I was thinking, just assume yes. Those appointments are board.
Council
Council
president, council president,
yeah. so
and
you'll have
I
those.
reappoint both of them.
Okay, so
What's
it'll
that?
be, Mike Waitman will be through, through,
So if you go to the 23, you need the
26.
20.
because he should have been,
Well, he came at the end of 23, it's 24, 25, 26, end of 27. He would go to the end of 27, and Amy would go to the end of 28.
got it. I'll
All right.
make these changes. And then there was one, I came up for park. It says 28, but it was my year too, because I will continue on the park board. I was done in 24, but I moved it to 28 because we recommended I do it, and figured nobody else will do it, so.
From here, it's to 25.
I'm till 20, should have been 24.
It has you here to 25. The first two for Ashland and Tam and Anthony are 27.
Okay,
You're
never mind.
25, 26 is Amy Morgan, and Hubble stays on as the school board.
Okay, so she had me as 25, she had me.
Unless you've got a different sheet, an updated sheet, the one I've got shows you at 25.
No, that makes sense, 25, 26, 27, so, okay, we're
Sense?
good then. Let me check with it. I thought there was,
Okay, redevelopment commission, we have an opening there, Todd Lewis resigned, and then, Amy and Marshall Farmer would be, president's pick, so I would reaffirm those two. And then the council, we, Adam and myself would have to be put back on by the council, or open it up to others for the council. So it's up to the council for the remaining two picks. And then Ron Halbert is the ex officio.
and then you're still missing
We're
one.
still missing one.
And then we're still missing one to replace Todd Lewis. We can have no more than two board members, is that correct?
Mhm.
On that? Correct, so we have to find somebody to take it. And we had a conversation, you want to tell them about that one?
Yeah, so we had a conversation with, why am I drawing a blank?
Chris Thomas.
Chris Thomas, sorry, my mind was on Amy. Chris Thomas, who is a local Democrat, and we just had the conversation yesterday. So he would happen to be ice fishing at the time. So he wanted to hear a little bit more about the position. And I told him Bill and Adam would be great ones, since they've been on it, to reach out to. And so he just wanted to hear a little bit more about the position before he decided whether he was interested in it or not.
Does anybody else have anybody else that they've talked to?
The redevelopment commission does not have to be politically balanced.
Yes, okay. Do we have, does anybody, any other conversations with anybody else? Right now, it is Amy, Marshall, you, me, and Ron Halbert, with one opening, right? But with me and you being on, that's the two board members, so it has to be somebody else. Can be a board member. Yeah, I mean, because Chris wanted to have a conversation with us. He had some interest, but wanted to talk to us more. I have not got anybody else that's had any other interest.
And back to your BZA board.
He just looked, you just looked at it, I just thought I'd look out there and see, hey, you interested?
BZA
I'd be
is
interested
missing
in
one.
talking to you about it.
Let's-
I told Tom no last time, but
If you want, I mean,
I mean, I just don't know anything about it.
That's the only thing. But if, I mean, I'll give Chris first shot if, since he wants to talk to you guys. And if he decides no, then I would be
I'll have a
interested.
conversation with you. How's that? That work?
You also have your zoning of the BZA, it's 5 members, and we only have 4 on there, from what I have. We're missing a 5th member, you see that?
You want to jump in all the way?
Hang on. Wait a minute.
They don't meet very often.
Because you have Mike Waitman, you just approved them, and they're supposed to be a planning and zoning member, so you'd have to go back up and get one of your planning and zoning members. That is,
Todd Lewis was it, wasn't he?
yeah, so,
So he has to come off of there.
The
And then
BCA does have to be politically balanced as best you can.
Todd Lewis was a Republican, that replacing him. Aaron Wells will continue to serve, so the council, I can put that one in there as council president. And then Marshall Farmer needs reappointed by the board. Can we do that?
To the BCA,
Yes.
Yes.
if you remember the BCA, you cannot be appointed to any other municipal body or board.
Oh, heck, that's gonna scratch out well, he can stay.
well, what about
Marshall
Amy
can say-
Morgan on the park board?
Marshall's on the redevelopment.
He's on the redevelopment commission.
Yeah, Marshall's on the redevelopment commission.
He's better there.
No, So he can't.
So he has
So
to
we
come,
need-
he has to come off of there also.
So what
Okay.
about Amy Morgan
What
on the
about
park
Amy
board?
Morgan on park board?
That's the problem.
She has to come off of BZA, so take her off of
Take her
BZA.
off of BZA, all right, well, now you're down to me 3 people in the BZA.
Because they can't serve on any other
The
board. So it's
BCA sits as a judge.
just
Yeah.
the judge over
And
everything.
so they can't have any conflict, they can't have any other
That makes
affiliation.
So we need
They
to
have to be
find,
non-plan, 2 of them need to be non-planning and zoning members, and 1 is a planning and zoning member.
You can have one, yeah, you can have one planning and zoning member.
So somebody on your planning and zoning.
So,
Oh, yeah, Terry Granger could be here.
You know they don't meet very often.
I'm on planning and zoning.
Yeah.
Well, this goes
We
along
need
with
a
it, it's
planning
right in
and
the same
zoning
boat.
Member.
What are you talking about?
anytime there's gonna be a BZA meeting,
Yeah,
there's gonna
because
be
you
a
have-
planning and zoning
you
right
have the
after.
possibility
Because
of
BZA is a
something-
recommendation. It's the first step when it comes in, when someone's applying for a variance. You guys get first crack and then send it out. So it goes through 3 different boards before it's approved. But you guys have the first recommendation, BZA. Then it goes to planning and zoning to either accept the BZA recommendation or go against it and send it up to the town council for final
Building
approval.
inspector.
What are you picking on me, Tom?
Because you're here.
I'll try it. I brought up one other time, I believe.
I think you were,
Changes to the
you were.
ordinances.
Okay,
He's-
so now
he
you
gets
got
down
that.
there.
I mean, the planning ordinance, so if somebody wants to
So we gotta come
move
up
from
with
an
one for
R1
Marshall.
to a variety.
And
And
Amy.
Amy Morgan.
We need
That's
2
the ordinance.
people that are not on any other,
Ordinance violations.
not on any
Not
other
on
board.
any,
It's dealt by the planning
They
commission.
really only meet
But
anything
if
once a
somebody
year.
wants to appeal that decision.
if they have not, you know,
And so like I
somebody,
said, it's just a recommendation. You're gonna hear from from whoever's proposing a variance, what they want it for, what the issue is, and then the board, you're gonna recommend one way or another, for or against, and it goes to planning and zoning. It'll get into more discussion. It goes all the way to the town council for a final verdict. You won't have the final, but you have the first look at whatever the variance is.
All right.
There you go. Takes one down.
so I assume you won't be here next meeting.
Well, we don't have a BZA scheduled yet, but you never know. Okay, so then that leaves us with one
you got
more,
one more for.
one more to find for
zoning.
BZA. So we need to find one more person that is on no other boards, cannot be on any other boards. We've got the one that could be on 2 different, okay?
They have to be a resident of Daleville, correct?
So we skip past that. Zoning, planning and zoning, that's where we put Amy in there, right?
You got
Yes,
redevelopment.
yes. I got 2 different sheets, I'm sorry, I had the old one back here, I went through the deal already, didn't I?
So redevelopment commission,
It's Amy and Marshall.
Adam and Bill and Ron, so you need
Okay,
one more
Adam,
person.
Adam and me need to be reapproved by the
Town council.
town council. So I would entertain a motion, someone would like to make one? So
Make a motion, Bill and Adam be part of the redevelopment commission.
I'll second that.
we got first and second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, let's take those two out. We still are
Um,
one short, right?
I have a BZA member for you. And I made sure this was checked first. Hey, Peggy will do the BZA.
And she
She's
takes
not on
Amy
anything
Morgan.
else.
Yep, she's not on anything. Okay, so BZA, that would be
Wait,
council
what are you
president, that
giving
would be
her?
my pick for Amy Morgan.
You're giving her
Amy
Amy
Morgan.
Morgan's spot,
Yep,
okay?
Skinner went with Tony Marshall. Or was
Tony
it Barb
Skinner.
Marshall? Got the name, but, excuse me. And then Terry Granger would replace Todd Lewis because he's on the planning and zoning, so he has to have that spot.
That was BZA and a president appointment or a board appointment.
Says
We need
council
to-
president.
We need to-
Council president was the one, Peggy Jones was council president. The one we did Terry Granger, we did that as a board. And Mr. Skinner as a board. Okay, we good there, Amy?
I think so. I
Okay.
hope so. I'll get this better.
And
And
then the redevelopment commission, we're one short, right?
yes, you're still
Todd
on
Lewis,
short.
we've got to find one for Todd Lewis. Fire protection board.
Oh, that was the one,
We have now 3 going this year, is that my understanding, correct?
yes,
It's our year for 3,
Yep.
the extra one?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I was
recommend.
recommending that we just keep the same people on it.
Agreed.
As of now, and we maintain consistency, and it still somehow works out that it's the same 3.
Then I would entertain a motion because it's all by council, so you have Brandy Hurley, Adam Jones, and Amy Moore. I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that all 3 of them are on the fire service.
I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So you're done. And the building, Delville Building Corporation, I would suggest it's by council, we keep the same. No, it's all council president. Tom Roberts, Brian Douglas, we're short one.
Yep, you are
There's a
short
Todd
one.
Lewis there again.
Yep,
Okay, we're short one on the building corporation.
I don't even have to be met, period.
Not since, I bet you. ain't
how
met since I
often do
left the
they
board.
meet,
Yeah.
In the
John?
last 4 years?
The building corp,
Yeah,
once a year maybe.
I don't ever remember.
Technically, you should meet once a
Yeah.
year.
should at least meet once a year, I saw that,
And
yeah.
reorganize yourself, and then nothing else you have to do. I mean,
So we need a 3rd member. Is there a requirement there?
it depends on what
I
the
met when I was there.
corporation bylaws said. Does it have to be a resident of the town? I don't know what the bylaws said.
Why don't we leave this one open, let's check the bylaws and let's do a little bit, we can read, because that, like he adds it. It
It's not
hasn't
like
been
it's
4
urgent.
years, it's, okay, so I think we got time to find a replacement there, so we're one short, okay? All right. Are you ready, Tom? for
Way
that?
updated.
Was there a regional report?
I did not find one.
Did not find one?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably got lost in the holidays.
I think you had one December, I don't think you had one.
I'm lost.
Over
Assignment.
sanitation, water,
Yeah.
streets.
Council
Oh.
assignment.
Council assignments, okay, with me taking president, do I just assign them?
Well, you would welcome input, I guess.
Okay. I mean, this one was changed, and I was gonna change with that, if he can take police since I'm taking the presidency. Because the president didn't have a department. Is what we agreed to when we went in, and how we set it up the first thing, you wanna keep it the same. Or if you wanna change it, I'm okay with whatever you guys.
I'm fine with it.
Everything else stays the same.
Everything else stays the same.
Mhm.
Good? Okay, anything else? I'm going off
I
the
know.
sheet, I was going right down, and those aren't there.
I know, I'm just trying to remember,
All right,
so that we don't get either at the meeting and go, oh crap, or
you got it.
a special meeting or whatever.
Claim docket, everybody had a chance to look at the claim docket?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve at the amount of
He's got it there.
$312,603.17.
I second that motion.
First and second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Opposed? Motion approved. And then we don't have to approve that one there, do we? Let's just put that and sign off on. The revenue detail history.
Yeah, just sign off on it.
That's the payroll distribution. isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Now we're getting to departments. Sanitation.
Nothing new to report on that.
Guess we'll make this a fast meeting. Water.
I don't think there's anything new, Brad. We're still proceeding with, I think, I'm sorry, Brad. go
Sorry, what?
It's wet.
It's wet. The water.
Feel wet, cold. Yeah.
We're still
ahead. We're still moving forward with the PER,
on with the
the water
plant.
tower. And they're recommending that we have some financial work done by Baker Tilly. So that'll cost us $10,000 to $15,000. They said it's part of the PER all the time anyway, so it's routine, but they haven't brought forward anything yet, so.
So financial, they want the financial analysis of the
Yeah.
water plant, what the revenue is, and all to go to SRF for the.
Yeah, but we can't do that, it has to be done by an extra.
Right, but is that what we're
Right.
headed for the
So it goes
filters,
to the
the
grant.
filters and all the other stuff, so going SRF?
Right.
Okay. Understood.
And streets, we go ahead and go to streets, or you?
We
Real
good.
quick before we move off the water, so the stormwater building, and Brad, I'm looking to you for this. Have you, or will you be contacting Spencer to get the electric hooked up?
Oh, I'm waiting on, I just got the phone call now, just right before this meeting. We're shooting for somewhere in the 27th to have him come and spray foam, the week of the 27th. He's gotta have it up over 30 degrees and sunny out so he can spray foam that steel building. So as soon as I get it spray foamed, I'll call Spencer and we'll get the power in there, then we'll start doing all the work inside.
I've been a little bit disappointed in the timing of the spray foam company, so. Because I thought they could have had it done, we had some warm days in December.
Question, don't you get the electricity done before you get sprayed? Why is that? Because I did it just the opposite, so tell me how I did it wrong.
I want to spray foam first, then I'll put the pan, I'm gonna put a thing up there, then we'll drill through and put the conduit to the thing, spray foam.
I did mine sprayed over. Be honest,
Is the reason because you can get to the wiring then? If it-
yeah, I sprayed over.
Because everything will be in conduit, I'll have to have everything in conduit.
I guess if mine goes up, it all goes up. To be honest. Okay, are we good on water?
Yes.
Streets?
Dan and Brad have been working on the snow removal and placing salt. We just got another order of salt done today, right? With the school.
Yeah, this
And
order.
the school pays for that, so.
Ordered 2 trash loads of salt today.
Anything, everything seems to go smooth. Somebody thought they blew a mailbox up, but it was on 400 South, and we don't do that.
It's a county.
County got that one?
Yeah, county got it.
So Brad, about that?
County got mine. County got yours?
Or did it stay? County wouldn't have been out there, did it stay?
County doesn't do that.
No, county doesn't do 67, state does 67.
Oh, yeah?
67. They all have their limits and they don't cross that line.
Yeah, it wasn't their vehicle that got it, it was just the force of the snow.
That's what gets mine.
Yeah,
Always on
Because they're
32.
doing about 40, right?
Yeah.
Slinging ice.
Anything else, Brad? You mentioned the streets. Oh, the Innovation Drive. Because we've been getting some emails on it. Innovation Drive.
Innovation Drive, I'm going out tomorrow. I actually found where the breaker is. I think they popped the breaker in.
So they did their work though. to fix
They
it.
got everything fixed. I'm gonna have to go out there and see if I can reset the breaker.
Lights went out when they cut something when they were going across the road.
And they ripped the wires in two. They seem.
You didn't know about the Innovation Drive thing.
Yeah, I've been in conversation with Adam. We've kind of watched the emails of you guys going back when you said the quick trip, whoever it was that cut it and knew it was looking into it. I kind of took a back seat, but there's someone wanting it done pretty quick. She keeps hitting us. And so, yeah, I know you're working on it, but yeah, we need to get that up and running.
I'm going out there to see if I can manage
Your
more.
expectations.
What's that?
Are you okay with me realigning your
I was.
expectations?
That's not the only thing we have
It
to
came
deal
across the
with
same
worry
way with me.
about. Okay. Planning and zoning.
We had our meeting this evening and we re-elected, officers. So I will be the president, so I'll be the one reporting on that now. And Terry is still going to be vice president, which is great. And there are a few things that we have to ask John about. Quick. John, we had a complaint on, 8408 Lynn Street. This is the one where it was a backyard eyesore, weeds causing termites to rot the wood. So the last thing that we had from our December meeting is that you were to send a letter to the property owner, and we just need to confirm if that letter got sent.
Gary,
I believe that it did. Let me double check, but I believe that it did.
what's the name
Because
of
we
it?
sent 2 letters out.
Yeah, because there's another one.
There's a second one,
There's a
yeah.
second one.
Because I have a copy of a letter was sent to me, that a letter was sent out about a property problem.
Okay.
I can't remember, I've got it in there.
Can you forward a copy of,
8408 Lynn Street.
8408 Lynn Street, yes.
could you forward a copy of that to Amy so we can get it in file with the complaint, please?
Sure.
Along with the other one when we get to it too.
I've gotten one, I know I've gotten one letter, I did not get 2, so.
I think we're talking about the email that the letter was sent. I was getting one to copy the actual letter.
Oh, I
But
got a copy of the letter.
okay. I thought
But
you
send
told-
both of them just so I make sure which one because I got one and didn't get the other, so.
I know we sent, I remember seeing that letter. Gary James, I think it is, isn't it?
I'm not sure, because I wasn't at the last meeting, so I
I don't know the name of the recipient. And Sally took those papers, didn't she?
she did.
Because it was in there, it was in.
What address?
One Lynn Street,
8408 Lynn Street.
Mr. Skinner.
Skinner?
Skinner, that's.
No relation to
No
me.
relation, no relation.
I wonder why you've
Was
been
it
attending
Gary?
these meetings for.
No,
Now I know.
I'm no relation to him.
Okay.
That same last name.
That's the name, that's the letter I had.
Yeah.
The Skinner one, you got the Skinner one?
So, Sally has that letter, so, I mean, she should have, it, but I have it in my email too.
So we need the other one.
That's the one I was verified that went out. It went out in November, actually.
Right.
Or December.
What would have been, how much time did they get like on, 60 days or,
We gave him 30 days.
so we should be active on that probably.
Yep.
Pretty close, yeah.
Well, he done it afterwards, so yeah, by next meeting. I mean,
So
it'll be-
you said Sally has a copy of it, so I'll get a copy of it and then we'll act on it, I guess, the next meeting.
I'll just send you a copy, Randy, okay?
Perfect, thank
Can
you.
we get a copy of them when you get them, can we get a copy of them to Bud? I mean, does that not go as far as
Yeah,
anything through the inspection? I mean, because he's the only one that can enter the property.
Yeah.
So if there's been there and it's a ruling, then on the backside, it becomes that, so you can verify it.
Yeah.
Will Bud start attending our meeting?
We can ask him to, I mean, we can ask him
Okay.
to attend, so he can give us
You're
an.
gonna hire Bud officially tonight?
We were gonna get, yeah, you want to jump to that now? Where we're at?
Would you want me to finish this with John real quick?
Yep.
Okay, so the
Then we'll jump to
only other one that we have is, on address 14821 West Commerce Road. A complaint has been filed by the town of Daleville. The property owner requested a certificate of occupancy. This is not issued by the town. However, the property owner has unpaid permits totaling over $1,300. Bradville has issued a stop order. Some form of activity is taking place on the property which should not be happening. So it says the Planning and Zoning Commission will ask you how to proceed.
Brad might have an update.
I believe we sent a letter on that one.
They said, like, because it was the trucking company,
We had
they,
to get it translated.
yes, you got the Spanish translator,
We did.
because the site design, landscaping has not been done to the approved drawings from the state. And permit fees have not been paid, other than one plumbing that Brad, they turned it on, they turned the water on and turned it off.
Turned the water on, it did all their deal, and I shut it right back off, and it's locked. You cannot turn them off.
He doesn't have occupancy because all the rest of it hasn't been cleared off, so
I
there's no
guess.
reason to turn the water on.
He ain't paid them his bill.
So when you find that, if you can send that one to me as well, the letter.
I know we did it, but
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it, had to translate, get the translator and then send two.
where did she put it?
Okay, we'll move, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
We'll move on. James, Police Department.
Well, last month for Operation Christmas, we was able to take 31 kids to Myers to go shopping. Each kid received $300 apiece. And also we bought meals for each family. So that went great again, last year, yes. The Tesla has been sent today to get marked. Next week, we'll have it dropped off to get the lights. They said it could be 2 to 3 weeks before the light package goes on it. So as soon as that's done, everybody will start seeing the new electric Tesla out on the road. Adam Curtis, our K-9 officer, he'll be driving it.
Before you leave that, James says, he's been driving it, right?
Yeah, he's
So
done.
how did it do in the cold weather? The really
As
cold
far as
weather?
I know, it's doing fine. I had a newspaper person that reached out to me, wanted to know how it was doing during the winter. Told him, I said, we just got it, give us a few months and I'll answer you back, but
Is that Caleb?
I haven't met with him, but like I explained to him, having it like 2 or 3 weeks, I can't really tell you what it's gonna be like. Our new vest should be in 60 days. As soon as we get those in, I will get Amy the invoice. As soon as it comes back and it says it's been paid, then we'll send it to the Bureau of Justice for 50% off. Because we get reimbursed 50% of it through the Bureau of Justice. I was also asked to sit on a anti-terrorism task force out of NYPD. I talked to Adam about it a couple days. I might have to fly out there for 2 days but what it is they will send us anything that they have on any anti-terrorist group and stuff like that. We will be able to receive it. So far, I think I'm the only one from the state of Indiana that's been asked to join it, but as you guys know, I know a lot of people in that group. When we're out at Vegas next week, I will be going to one of the anti-terrorist dinners, which is Delta Force and SEAL team members, SOG, and some of the other groups out there. So I'll let you guys know when that happens. Next week we will be at SHOT Show. It's a good show to go to for police officers, and we make a lot of contacts. It's like when SIG sent us the Rattler rifles for free. It was 2 contacts that we made when we were out there, so it is good for us to go out there. You guys have any questions? Try to make it just as quick as possible so we can get out of here pretty quick.
Like anything else? Thank
And
you.
next month, I'll give you guys an update of the call, raid, the citations and everything else that we had during 2024. Oh, I got one more thing. We have, I think it's $6,450 in our forfeiture and seizure account. And I talked to John Brook about this because I would like to have that moved from that over into the leasing. Because everybody knows through the leasing, we go to training, I pay for the guys to go through the academy out of that. Sometimes I purchase equipment and stuff out of that fund too. And John said that with it being unappropriated, I would have to come to the board and have you guys to appropriate it to go in that fund, correct, John?
Well, was it appropriate for the fund that it's in now, or for that line item?
There's a line item in there.
It's just forfeiture and
It's
seizure,
just forfeiture and seizure.
stuff money that's been not,
It's money that
Well,
we,
good fund, but it's never been, it's not been appropriated.
right,
Okay, so the board will have to go through an additional appropriation and then put it into that particular fund that you want.
It's not a fund that we appropriate.
It's unappropriated, it's
Okay.
money that we
It's
take,
unappropriated.
taken from
Okay,
like
then
the,
It's just money that's collected, that it's an unappropriated fund.
Okay, then you move that, then you can move that into
What
that
was-
fund.
What was the amount again?
can you pull it up? I think it's like $6,458. It's almost like $6,500.
Yeah, it's about 6,500. I'd have to look, I don't have any of my stuff.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah,
it sitting
it's just
there
been
for-
sitting
for a
there.
few
There's no
years,
money,
and-
there hasn't been any money going in a while.
I took them
So,
sheets that she
Why don't we just make a motion that any cash balance in the
There you go.
forfeiture and seizure fund
Well,
be
they
transferred to the,
sort of changed the laws on that stuff on us now too. The money used to go to the police departments and we could use it.
Got a first and a second on
Funding and
sixty-five
stuff
hundred
like that.
over.
But a few years
All
ago,
in
the
favor?
state,
Opposed?
any money that we got after a certain period, the state more or less.
Oh,
Okay, hang on,
yeah.
I have to get your, we went clear past through.
we.
Yep, you went
I
quick
did a
fast.
motion to transfer any amount in the forfeiture and seizure fund to the leasing fund.
Adam seconded,
$6,425.84.
$6,425, what?
.84.
84, thank you.
I'm just looking at your email, so.
Okay, we got
6,000,
425.84.
425 to Lisi, and Brandy seconded it.
Adam.
Adam seconded it.
Randy would have felt.
But I will.
Adam was too
He
quick.
beat her to it.
Unanimous.
Transfer. Okay,
Got it?
got it.
I'll wait for you to catch up, because Parks is next.
Oh, I'd have to look at mine. Most of our park department, was going over, we have tentative dates for movies and teen nights, adult nights, festivals. We're, working on making the Fall Frenzy into a 3-day festival with carnival rides. She's basically checked the dates to have a DJ. Most everything's open. We've got everything scheduled. And she's going to just have the budget amounts that we need. We're going to. We would like to, let's see, where is it? From our fundraising fund, we want to get 2 sunscreen dispensers. We can initially get it for $1,800. We can get 2 dispensers with sunscreen. And then each year, if we use this company to refill it, we can get a sponsor and they'll print stickers for the sponsor put on the sunscreen. So we get a sponsor for it. So we need approval to use from our donation fund, 188047.
Are those gonna be like mounted to the wall or
I asked
posts?
the same thing, exact same thing. We're going to have them where the workers drag them in. It's gonna be better to drag them into
to
either the
building,
shed or the equipment room, one or the other.
so they're not.
So they're not, yeah, they're not completely
Wiped out
destroyed
tonight,
or,
Yes.
yeah.
total sunscreen.
But it is, I mean, we do have requests for sunscreen all the time at the pad, at the concession stand, so. This will be a very
So
good
it's
thing.
$1,800 just for the machine or for the lotion?
It is for everything. For the first.
How much was that again?
1880.47. Select percent, yes, it's suns,
So I need to entertain a motion to,
it'll be 2 stands and 2 dispensers.
I'll make the motion for the 1880.47 for the 2 sunscreen dispensers and sunscreen out of their donation fund. Is that right? Donations fund?
I will second.
first and second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Before we jump to the back side, I want to jump back over, let's go back to the planning board, but we never finished up on that. We went straight to another deal on Bud Tomlinson as far as the building commissioner. What do we need to do there to make this official and move forward?
Just make a motion to hire Bud Tomlinson.
I will make that motion that we hire Bud as the new building commissioner at the existing rate, which is $25.
$25. Is he a contract employee or a town employee, a part-time?
We have him as contract, well, it's contract, he works, we give it ten
Contract with
99.
Steve, actual contract.
I don't know that we had a
That's
contract,
what I would think. Just,
we did him as a
Part-time.
part-time.
I think at one time you did have a contract with Steve. I got drafted.
I thought we did.
I don't remember one.
What do you recommend?
There you go.
I always like the contract. That's because we lawyers live off contracts.
Go ahead, Terry, let it all out.
I will still stick to at the existing rate.
Right, whatever the rate is.
Don't know what it is.
Okay, I got a first and a second. John, can you prepare that contract for next meeting officially? And we could approve as far as him going, what's a good deal. So I've got a first and a second on the floor. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
What's this gentleman's name now?
Bud Tomlinson. There you go. Pass
His
that.
first name.
It's Glenn. It's
Glenn.
Glenn Bud, yeah, pass that down. He can use that off of there.
Thank you.
Don't do that on there. Okay, that takes that. We'll
Commissioner,
jump back. ADA Title 5 update, was that Steve?
yeah, we fairly sure it's Steve.
It is Steve.
any other miscellaneous things we need to, well, both, I'll make a motion to make Steve, anything else?
Yes, I'll second.
Okay.
Well, ask him next week for an update.
I have to do that.
Have it.
Yes.
No action.
Well, we had stuff we had to fix at the old town hall because it wasn't, but this is all up to code. So I think it's basically just making sure we're up to code on things. I don't know what, they're supposed to be checking the code, you know what I mean? So,
Gotcha. And before I forget, I'll jump back in. February, we will receive the bids for Bronco Drive, and we need to open them up in here in our February meeting and approve the lowest bidder so that we can get that. That's what we did on this community crossing grant. Angie called me right before I walked in the door tonight to make sure that we got that on our February agenda because the CCMG,
so we
those
did
those
that
bids will come
before.
in and we need to go open them up, make sure everything's there. Approved pending John's review that they've filled all the buckets in the deal, all right? Just
Do
so
we have to
everybody's-
do that special before our meeting or can we just do it during the
No,
meeting?
you can do it during the meeting because it's the bids, it's under the CCMG, we're using the town money on that. Okay, new business, 5-year town plan.
I don't think anything new.
Is Kaiser still working on that? Have we still,
I
have we
don't
heard?
think we're doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the money.
Yeah, that's.
Remember, we
No, wait,
we were doing the labor thing.
The low to moderate income, that was finishing up and I need to check with Mike Kleinpeter and see where we came in there because that was finishing up. He was down to where he had to knock on a few doors and he was sending a crew in to do that. I'll check with Mike on that one.
Now, again, before we move forward with something like that, I want to make sure we're protected with the water grant. Because there was some discussion made that if we get one, we would only get one. The town plan funded or else the water, $750 or $1 million plan approved for, so we just need to clarify that.
Which one you want to
Wait,
do?
wait,
You won't be able to do both.
I'm really confused now because one, the 5-year plan is through Okra.
That's the
The
same.
water I just asked was SRF, that's not Okra. SRF State Revolving Loan Fund, that's totally different.
I'm just telling you what,
So we're going for an Okra grant of $750,000 instead of going SRLF.
Yes.
we're not going for anything yet. We have to get,
But you're
as soon as
planning-
this is approved, as soon as we get our
Income.
income thing approved, hopefully.
Then you're gonna go
I just want to
Okra.
make sure
Okay,
that we're doing the right thing at
Okay.
that point.
Yeah, we don't want to sacrifice $750.
so I was gonna, no, you were nodding your head
I
yes
know.
when I said SRF and I'm in the.
Yeah, but
I'm like,
it's-
wait a minute, that's
it
two
said
different programs.
SRS.
Huh?
It is SRS, but it is part of the Okra deal too.
Right.
So they're combining both, they're wanting the
Yeah.
750 off of that. Well, how much are we thinking this is gonna,
It's
I'm sorry,
it's gonna be expensive.
obviously it is, because that was 750 if you're gonna bond the rest to SRF. Okay,
Just the updated filters.
Nothing now.
Well, I meant for that, for the filtering.
contract.
and upgrade on the system. All right, hometown hero update,
Yeah, it's been advertised on Facebook.
has been on
I haven't
Facebook, I've
really,
seen it.
we haven't.
We've got lots of calls lately.
Yes.
Like, yes, we had like, I would say at least 4 today.
Good deal.
So, and there's people filling out the forms, there's people that need help filling out the forms. So
Okay,
Trina's
good.
helping them fill out the
Yeah.
forms. So it's moving.
I had a question on that come to me today from the AD. Wanted to know if this was limited to residents of Daleville or could anyone participate?
This first time around, we're honoring residents of Delville this time around.
Okay.
Then after the first initial year, we'll probably expand it to the township.
Okay.
As well. But right now, we thought doing the first year, we'd stick to just Delville residents.
So is it also deceased
Yeah.
Daleville
Right.
residents?
Right.
Okay.
So, right, and we had a $1,000 donation from the Legion to start everything off. So we appreciate their contribution.
So let me ask a question. I'm a Daleville resident. My dad was not, but he was a veteran. Could I honor him?
Good question. Good question.
Always somebody.
I know. I would put the information in and we'll go from there.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
Yeah, because I second that.
Okay.
I'm a resident, but my.
We can make up our own rules. We
Yeah.
can make up our own rules, but if you contribute $100.
Then we go a long way.
It would make their decision a whole lot easier to
Basically, it costs $100 per banner.
So right now, they can only do 10 banners with
So it's like
$1,000.
$80 for the banner and $20 for the piece.
Right.
Right, contract.
To ask my question.
I need a couple good. All right, moving on. Amy, you got proof?
No, you had a World War II Congressional Medal of Honor winner here.
Forrest Stewart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because when I was commissioner, we honored him.
Yeah.
I remember.
You better make sure
He opened a
Yeah, we
Trump
need to
meeting,
make
did
sure
he
he
not?
gets
Back
that.
when
Yes.
Trump ran in his first or second election? Did he not? Corey did? Was it his first or second? I can't remember which one it was, but I know he was out there and he was on stage. First one? 16. I knew he was in one of them.
Get a banner somehow.
Yeah.
Whether or not I don't know if he has, his wife probably can't do
I
it.
can talk to Jeff, his boy,
Okay.
I'm plowing snow for him.
So I want to make sure he's definitely on the first round.
That's what they're doing.
That's what the story is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love talking to him. He was great.
Approval of the 25 meeting dates. Did you put something out there? I know, I seen it come across that we did, where you had
We
you had
already-
two
we
changed from
confirmed.
Tuesday to Monday. I thought
Right,
it was-
we confirmed him, but I didn't realize.
I thought we approved it last.
I
I thought we did too.
That's how we switched from the 13th.
Yeah, that's what we did, so that's
I think
done.
we're.
Of course, I'm sure it's in the meeting minutes.
I'm pretty sure it was there.
I have one more. This came across from whoever we are appointing to the ECI Regional Planning District
Yep, that was next.
Board. Okay.
No,
It's right here.
So honestly, the truth is, Steve truly was on that, and he requested it last year. So I'm gonna say that we should nominate.
Steve was at the meeting, so that's,
Yeah.
I mean, he did attend the meeting.
He requested me on it.
Okay, so you have,
So I nominate Steve to be the ECI Regional Planning District appointee.
I'll second.
first and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Opposed?
so where's Steve's tile? That needs to
It goes
be,
down here next to Adam.
so I need to give her the name and then he needs to put that stuff on.
Okay, I know I had it, but the last thing I got on here is the attorney's contract. It's same as, John, there was no change in the rate. Everything is the same it was. Has everybody had a chance to see it? It's the exact same package. So I'd entertain a motion. So be.
I make a motion to approve the contract to half the rate.
You smile?
I'll just do.
I'll
double the hours.
A lot slower.
Yeah, that's
A lot slower.
Lots of
John will be sitting here till midnight. It's all 8 hours.
Okay, make a motion to approve the John's contract.
I got a first,
I'll say.
second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you very much, I appreciate it, I do.
All right, at this time, is there any other board member has any other business tonight?
At some point, we're gonna have to have a discussion on the old town hall. Because we're going to get to the point where, they'll be getting, the interior done enough that they can move over there. And we're gonna have to decide what we're gonna do. I would guess maybe spring with you guys, so start thinking about that. I know community buildings come up, but how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying.
There are grants out there for
Yeah, there are grants.
new things, training things with
That's
the,
cool ideas about that, but I think we should see how far we get into the stormwater bill. And then decide when we're gonna do something else. I mean, we have to do something else,
Yes, we do.
but I don't wanna spend money that could be utilized for something else and put that off 6 months or whatever, you know. I guess that's where I'm at. I don't wanna get too deep in to building permit.
I mean, if you get a
We
grant.
can start here, we can start the conversation, because it's gonna take a while to put the funding together on anything going forward on that.
Because there's
And we-
grants to turn things into community.
There's grants out there, you're gonna have to have partial deal, and we're gonna have to see between us or, our TIP district or wherever we're coming up with the additional funding. It's not gonna be no 100% grant, I guarantee. We're lucky to get an 80-20, 60-40, somewhere, and depending on which way we go. I bring it up, I just wanna make sure we didn't miss nothing. I thought we had to do something, as far as the test, or something that I didn't see on.
Additional appropriation. Nope, that's next month.
Okay, I just know, I see it coming.
I've
I
already
didn't see it
put
on
the
this.
stuff out. I've started the ball. We finish it next month.
Okay. Any other business with the board? Anybody got anything out there? Heads? Set? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion.
I motion that we adjourn.
First, second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.
You got the gavel.
We're adjourned.
It's not official. So yeah.
We be done. We be done.
Hey, James, I did get your email. I just haven't got around to getting it yet.
I didn't see, what has to spend, so I can start looking at.
I knew that's what it was. Just,
I'll work on
I'm not, I wasn't
the.
I'll get